Welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're streaming or you are listening to us or you are watching us, I want to welcome you. My name is Darlene Pierre-Louis, and today I have a special edition because I have a special guest. My guest is an artist. She is probably known by many of you, but for some reason, some of you do not know who she is, and it's very imperative that you know who she is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to our special edition with my guest, Sarah Bazil. Did I say that right?
Yes.
All right, Sarah. I have a thing with names.
No.
I make it my business to try to pronounce and to say people's names correctly because your parents did a lot of work to come up with the name or whether they got it from your great-great-grandparents.
Yeah.
It means something to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to mean something to you. So
Yeah.
therefore, I think it's very important that we take the time to ask people how they want their names to be said or pronounced.
Yeah.
So Sarah, why are you here?
I wanted to come here and have a time with you, get the people, the audience to know who I am with my concert coming up later in September this year.
So who are you? Tell people.
I'm many things, but many.
I like that. Okay.
But our audience knows me as Sarah Bazil, the Haitian violinist that I grew up at a very young age learning how to play, and now I'm on my 10th annual concert, putting another concert every single year.
Wow.
And I just want to give back and show how much I've grown.
How much you've grown and how much you appreciate the support.
Yes.
So you are many things.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get to Madame Violinist. So let's peel back the onion.
Yeah.
Who else is Sarah Bazil?
I'd say I'm a student,
A student,
an athlete,
an athlete.
a sister,
sister.
a daughter, a cousin.
Okay.
I'm any person you could think of that would align with my personality, I would say.
And at the end of the day, you're a woman.
Yeah.
How did you forget that? How did you forget the most important? Sarah!
Yeah.
So, let's talk about you being a student.
Mhm.
What type of student are you? Are you in high school, college? What are your passion? What are you studying?
I can't believe I'm going to be saying this, but I'm about to be a college freshman.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm saying that. But I'm a college freshman. I just graduated from Dreyfus, Alexander W. Dreyfus School of the Arts in West Palm Beach, where I was a major. I was playing violin. Now I'm going to college for pre-law.
Ooh, pre-law.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, be scared. We're going to have a violinist in the courtroom defending her cause and her cases for her clients. So, pre-law. Why law?
I always found that it was something that always interested me. I knew it was something I could put my heart and passion to. I like giving back, and I've watched my family included, multiple families go through struggles that they couldn't afford to give up on, whether that be a financial thing, a housing thing, moving families from across the ocean just to get over here. And I know it's not just immigration problems, it might be job problems or discrimination
or health,
health, intellectual property, things like that. I want to be able to do whatever I can, whether that be going to court or disputing a case, just to help.
Just
the
having them
smaller
read
person.
the legal jargon.
Like,
My goodness.
I want to be able to excel and give back to people. My mom is the same way. She loves helping people, and I want to be an example of how she taught me to grow up.
All right, so we covered students.
Yes.
I heard athletes. What sport?
I play 4 sports: soccer, basketball, volleyball, and track.
Track and field.
Yes.
Okay, so soccer, basketball, volleyball, and track and field. Which one are you best at?
I don't like this question because I feel like I'm bragging.
Are you brag, girl? Who's gonna brag for you?
I'm small. Have you seen me? I'm barely 5'5".
Who cares?
But I definitely think either basketball or volleyball, but track is an honorable mention.
An honorable mention. So how do you feel when you're on the basketball court or the volleyball court? Because I know you guys share courts.
Yeah. I get a very, I don't know how to explain it. Before game days, I'm the kid that wants to get all my homework done. I want the school day to end just so I can go to that game. Yeah, I get an adrenaline high from playing sports.
That's when you know you're in the right sport. See, that's when you know you're in the right sports. The
Yeah.
same thing with you being a student,
Mhm.
pre-law, sport, you're an
Yeah.
athlete. You said you are a daughter, so you have siblings because you
Yes.
said you're a sister.
Mhm.
Are you an older sister, younger sister? Are you in
Yes.
the middle? How many siblings do you have?
I have 3, and I'm the oldest of the 4.
Oh Lord, pressure, being Haitian. You're expected to be a role model.
Yes, of course, always.
The
at all
pressure.
times. Yes, at all times.
So is it 3 girls? I mean, what are the dynamics?
We're a perfect split, 2 girls and 2 boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 3 siblings.
Mhm.
You're the oldest.
Mhm.
So is it you, another boy,
Yes, and then another
girl?
boy.
Oh, another boy. The
And
boy is
then
a
a
sandwich
girl.
in the middle.
Yes.
Oh, poor guys. Poor thing. So yeah, they have an older sister and a younger sister.
Yes.
They're sandwiched
They're
in the middle.
sandwiched in the middle.
Oh my God, I can't imagine what their life is like. Because I know how we can be as women.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
So we covered you being a student.
Mhm.
We covered you being an athlete.
Mhm.
We covered you being a sibling, sister, daughter.
Mhm.
So I want to talk about you, the woman. Mm.
Now we're getting into spicy stuff.
Yes, yes, yes. So I have a show called Get Real,
Yeah.
Real Talk.
Mhm.
All those shows are where you get to be you.
Yeah.
We have a lot of masks and a lot of hats that we wear.
Mhm.
When we're in school, we have to act a certain way.
Yeah,
When
for
we're in
sure.
church, we act a certain way. When we're in courtroom, we act a certain way. We have all these different ways that we have to act. But the one true character is your core
Yeah.
as a woman. So
Yeah.
talk to me about Sarah Bazil, the woman.
There's so many things I could say about that, honestly. Whether it be from a feminist point of view,
Mhm.
or growing up as a black girl,
Mhm.
or just in any situation where I can face any small sort of discrimination. If we take music, for example,
Mhm.
whether that be being the only black girl in the violin section,
Yes.
or being one of 5 in an orchestra, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
How does that make you feel?
I feel honored, but I
Yes.
also feel the pressure to excel.
You have to be
Which-
better than everybody
yes,
else.
always
Yes.
got to give more than 100,
Yes.
110%, which I never hated, but I hated the way it originated.
And how it's expected of you.
Yes.
Because I think we were watching the documentary on gosh, I forgot their name. The Olympians,
Yes.
the girls.
Yeah.
How they were talking about the pressure.
Yeah.
They're too busy. They're so busy putting in hours and hours per
Mhm.
day of training. Sometimes hurt
yeah.
with a twisted ankle or toe, whatever.
Yeah.
And people are concerned about how their hair looks on TV. They're like,
I
dude.
would never
We don't have
understand it.
professional makeup artists. We have to
Yeah.
do our own hair, our own makeup.
Yeah.
And we probably have like 15, 20 minutes before we get
Exactly.
on stage. So
Yeah.
I get that.
Mhm.
How do you handle that pressure and how do you deal with that pressure?
I try and handle it with grace
Mhm.
and understand that though those are obstacles, they don't define me,
Mm.
and I use those to motivate myself and learn that failures are just lessons on how to be a success. And I know I'm not going to be perfect, and I know that I can give 110%, but at the end of the day, it's the effort that counts, it's the growth that counts.
You
And
laid it all on the court when
Mhm.
you were basketball or volleyball.
yeah.
You laid it all on the track when you're running track.
Mhm.
You laid it all on, it was 4 sports, right?
Soccer, yes.
Soccer. Oh my goodness, how do I forget soccer? We just finished the World Cup, the Coupe du Monde. I mean,
Yeah.
what else? FIFA, was it FIFA?
It was,
Yeah, it
Oh
was
my
FIFA
gosh.
and the Coupe. Anyways.
it's so embarrassing, I watched it.
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. You didn't know I was going to ask you this question. That's why I don't pre-give questions.
Yeah.
Because sometimes my guests will be in their head,
Mhm.
and you don't want that. This is just
Yeah.
you and I having a conversation,
Yeah.
and we just happen to have a few thousand, maybe 100,000s of people watching us, or
Right.
maybe streaming, because
Yeah.
this show will stream on several radio stations
Mhm.
and on the internet.
Yeah.
And we want people to know who you are and
Yeah.
brag.
For sure, yes.
You
of
can
course.
be humble, but
Mhm.
you still got to tell people who you are and what you've done.
Yeah.
So we have student,
Mhm.
athlete,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
We have the dynamic of your home,
Mhm.
your parents. You have a mother and father, I guess?
Yes.
Okay. And so tell me about that. How did you get into being a violinist,
Mhm.
and how have they supported you?
If we want to do the long story, abridged version, I started when I went to a Christmas program at my church with my parents and my two other siblings at the time. And I remember seeing the orchestra, and it was full of just teenagers and kids slightly older than me, actually. And I was like, that's such a cool instrument. Mind you, I had never seen a violin before in real life.
Wow.
It was always something that I had just seen on TV or like watched on YouTube and be like, oh, that's a cool instrument. But then I just bypassed it. And it was when I went to that concert and I saw them playing, and I was like, I want to play too. And my parents, being them,
being your parents,
they got me my first violin. I started taking lessons. Obviously, that was not an easy feat to do.
I hear it's not an easy instrument.
It's not an easy instrument at all. I remember breaking my violin multiple times.
Oh my God.
Breaking down crying because I didn't want my parents to find out. But
because you got stressed.
Yes,
you
I was also
very
small.
Yes, I heard your violin was probably bigger than you.
Yes, it was. It was like bigger than my arm, and they were like, when my parents were buying the violin and stuff, they were like, she'll grow into it. She'll learn to handle it.
Because it's
better.
only one size, right?
No, there's actually multiple sizes.
Oh.
But at the time, I had a smaller violin.
Okay.
And over time, you adjust and get a bigger violin until you get a full size violin, which is what I'm at right now.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly what size I had. I think I had a half size violin, and I just remember shaking. Like I couldn't hold the bow. I couldn't put my hand on the strings or anything.
Yes.
I couldn't do any of this sort. But over time, I progressed. My parents had the concerts to help get me to have stage presence, things like that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So look into your camera and tell a young adult or a young child, because you started, how old were you?
8 years old.
8 years old.
Yeah.
So tell a young adult or young child, if they are feeling the desire to even play any instrument, because I know the schools still have music, right? Because I know for a long time they were taken out of the schools.
They are actually taking it out of schools.
They're still
which is
taking
so
them out?
sad. Yeah, I fortunately went to a private school and they still had some music.
Well, yeah, School of the Arts. I mean, they're prepared for that. But regular public school and even the charter schools don't have that. Yeah. But there's community events. Arts Garage in Delray, they have lessons. Yeah. So look into the camera and inspire and motivate somebody who could be watching you right now.
Yeah.
Talk to them.
All the people viewing, streaming, wherever you are, whatever age you are, go for that thing that motivates you, that inspires you. It doesn't have to necessarily be music. It could be quitting that job that you don't like and doing that job where you do get to spend more time with your family, things like that. I always say, if you want to do it, because you never know when that last day is going to come. You never know what obstacle or, I don't want to say struggle or trials and tribulations, but you never know what life throws at you, and I'd rather you go now and face the consequences than live with regret. So always go for that thing. For me, that was music, and of course I started and I struggled a lot, but it will get better over time, because over time you're learning, you're progressing, you're growing, and you're understanding what it means to do what you want.
Well put. So I like to say, if you can get up every morning, every day, and do what it is that makes your heart skip a beat, or do what it is that makes you feel like you're alive, what would that be? And so whatever that is, go for it.
Yes.
It may mean you have to do it 1 hour a week. It may mean you have to do it part-time. It may mean that you have to save up money so you can buy an instrument, or maybe rent instrument, because I know there's the Music Man. I remember my oldest son played the saxophone, and you can rent, because before I bought that expensive saxophone, I'm like, I'm going to rent this for a couple of months, make sure that's what you really want to do.
You never know how much money is going into music.
It is. But it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I like what you said. Yeah. There's going to be obstacles. Not everything that you are going to want to do or try is going to come to you easy. Exactly. Some people may come to them naturally, easy. Yeah. But as you want to grow and expand and have your 10th year anniversary concert.
Come, you guys.
So tell them about that. 10 years.
Yes. As I was giving in my little anecdote of how I started, my parents started doing the concerts when I was about 9, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. But I started then, and I've been doing it every year since. This year, I'm performing with an orchestra and a pianist and doing things I haven't done the past couple of years, this past decade. That's so crazy to say. But I'm going to do things a lot differently this year. We're going to a bigger venue. We're doing whatever steps we can to show our community that we're more than what we put ourselves to do. We have so much potential. We have what it takes to excel, and it starts by not having a closed mindset.
Open-minded.
Yes, and I can't be more grateful to my parents for doing whatever they can, constantly waking up and figuring out how they're going to sell tickets, how they're going to book venues, how they're going to book the orchestra. It's unbelievable to see the work that goes on behind scenes, and hopefully one day I can share with the world what that's like, and to show that one day it's possible for anyone and everyone. It started with me, and I'm a nobody essentially, but I came from where I was to where I am now, and it's only up from here with the grace of God.
You just triggered something when you said that one of these days you'd like to show them. Maybe you can start doing documentary. This is your 10th year anniversary.
Yeah, for sure.
So you could do some preludes and get it edited. You'd have to show everything. But just your routine, getting ready. It's not even physically memorizing the instrument, the keyboard. It's the mental, it's the mindset, the fear. When those stage lights come on.
Yes, it's like oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh my gosh. The amount of struggles that you have to go through memorizing repertoire, making sure that you can get in front of a stage and play and not mess up, knowing that the timing, if you're playing with a track or if you're playing live, knowing what it's like, the talking, the preparation, the going to talking to people about how to better present yourself, the wardrobe, hair, makeup, all of it.
Yes. So we need a whole team.
Yes.
But financially, you're not at that position yet.
No, but
the team will come.
But we will.
Speak it into existence. You have not because you ask not.
Yes.
So ask, and you shall receive.
Amen.
So let's talk about Saturday, September 21st. I am so excited. When I was on the radio and I heard your mother called, and she was talking about it, I had goosebumps. Like we used to stream our show live on Facebook. I wish it was being streamed that day because I'm a dark girl, so for me to blush, a lot of blood left every part of my body to come right to my face. And the guys afterwards, they're like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I said, "You have no idea what this young lady has accomplished. You're going to be at the what?
The Convention Center, Palm Beach County Convention Center."
Congrats.
Thank you.
And you're not playing alone. You're playing with an orchestra.
Yes.
You wanna? Can you spill the beans? Who the
I can't give too much away. I can't.
But you want to entice people. We want that room packed.
Yes.
We want. Well, we can't do standing room because they want everybody. They want everybody in a seat.
Yes.
But we want it sold out.
Yeah, for sure.
And we don't just want it sold out because it's at the convention center. We want it sold out because this is 10 years that you've been putting on concerts.
Yeah.
But this is your 11th, maybe 12th year of practicing, training, breaking the violins. I heard about your whooping too, so.
Oh my God.
Girl, you're a Haitian child.
Yeah.
Your parents are Haitian.
Yeah.
So if you didn't get a whooping for breaking the violin, your parents are not real Haitians. So, how does it make you feel?
It's so surreal. I can't even describe it really. I grew up learning how to play on my own, but I never truly had the help or the guidance from a teacher that understood what it's like to be a soloist until recently. I had my teacher that I started with, forever grateful to her, love her to death.
But there was in her name. You can send out kudos.
Miss Elsie Fano.
Yes,
thank you so much for everything.
And patience.
Yes.
I'm sure you got frustrated when you couldn't hit that note. She's like, "Girl, you'll get it."
Yeah. It was like that. I just remember I started out and then I ended up not having a teacher for quite some time. But I also got into dry fits on my own, and I realized how much potential I had. I started really seeing what other people saw in me, and
That's big.
Yes.
Because a lot of times in our inner self, because we have an inner self that we have a conversation with that the outside world don't hear about.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you feel like you're good, but you might have some doubt and feel like you're not good enough.
Yeah.
And then when people start telling you, girl, do you know how talented you are? Oh, I love to hear you play. Or you just you serenade me, or you put me to sleep, or I listen to your tracks, or I listened to you when you were performing your 5th concert, and that changed my mind, or that persuaded me to go take art classes. I want to do calligraphy. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but this year my girlfriend's like, okay, I already did, she's doing her art, I want to do calligraphy, so I'm going to sign up.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, sometimes we see ourselves, but not to our full potential, and outside, people looking out, looking at you, seeing you, they see your full potential.
Yeah, for sure.
And by being accepted in Dreyfus, that prove it to you.
Yes, I was crying so hard. After the audition, they were congratulating me, complimenting me, telling me that I did so great. I was one of the better auditions that day.
Wow.
And I was heartwarmed, but also like shaking that someone would say that to me, because you know how it is when people have a compliment they want to say, but they don't exactly say it, and then you're left wondering. That was me for quite some time until he was telling me how well I did. How much potential I had, how I would excel the next 4 years at the school, and I couldn't be more grateful for all the kind words, the compliments, and everything. Yes. For sure.
So let's talk about your siblings, because my older brother played the trumpet, and we did not like Saturday and Sunday mornings when he was in that garage around 7-8 o'clock in the morning practicing. Because he used to play with the church, and so he would practice before. Listen, when he got better, it was easier, but it was torture.
For sure.
What have your siblings complained about?
Oh, I mean, at least they're nice about it. They've always been like, their main complaint was always that I just sounded too loud, like I was too loud, and they wanted me to go practice somewhere else.
Exactly.
But it was
in the garage. That's why my brother got moved into the garage.
It was never that I sounded bad. It was more that they just got annoyed because one is watching a TV show and can't hear it, or like they're trying to read and I'm distracting them. Or,
and sometimes you're playing on the same key. Like, I'm like, I heard this key. I have it memorized. You're playing that same C flat or D whatever for 5 hours. Dude. And else.
Yeah, they're probably droning. But my parents, my siblings, they all end up being part of the journey. They know like all the music. They know scales, they know rhythms, they know things like that. Not to the extent where you would be like, oh, you're impressed, but they'll know one thing or two just from hearing me play.
Do any of them play any musical instrument or sing?
No one sings. No one sings, but my little sister started playing violin. She performed a little piece at the concert last year. Okay. And then my 2 other brothers, Samuel started piano but no longer does, and then Jeremiah started guitar and drums and then stopped that for.
He may pick it up again.
Yeah, for sure.
That happens. But you are an inspiration. I told you the pressure was on being the Haitian child.
Yeah.
But going into college, how do you see you balancing still performing, getting into your adulthood, having a college life, and also keeping the grades?
So many things in one. Okay, so I haven't started yet. I didn't do summer, but I will be starting next month, which is very exciting. It's also kind of nerve-wracking because it's right before the concert. It's literally like less than a month before the concert. But
so were you smart enough to take just intro classes, like classes that you know you're gonna ace?
I tested out of them.
You clipped out?
I mean, no, I already had the grades and the test results to not have to worry about it at all.
So you're going straight into your career, into your pre-law?
I'm doing pre-law. That's my major. But there's classes that are pertinent to that major that I had started taking. Okay. Yeah.
So they're not too heavy. That's what I was going to say. You have a concert coming up September 21st. And so that only gives you about a month in school.
Yes.
Yeah, the school starting what, mid or third
I
week
start
in August?
late August.
Yeah, late August, third
Yeah.
week of August.
Mhm.
So you'll have 3 weeks of classes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hopefully no midterm before that.
Hopefully.
Midterm will be
Let's
after
pray.
it. No,
Let's
midterm will
pray.
be in October. We're gonna speak it, girl. We're just gonna claim it. We're gonna claim
Yes.
your professors are going to be
Extra
odd
nice.
because they have a star among them. They're going to be in awe.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say like they're just going to let you get away with murder, but
Yeah.
they're going to be understanding, but you still need to balance your time.
Yeah.
So this is a formula that we use in our office.
Mhm.
We call it the metrics, the 4 metrics.
Mhm.
So you can do this on a board, a dry eraser board.
Mhm.
Just draw a line,
Yeah.
like a cross, a plus
Mhm.
sign. The top right left corner is what is urgent and important.
Yeah.
You know, every day you have to practice 2-3 hours.
Mhm.
You know you have class starting. You have your hours of when your class is. So you schedule your training, your practicing around the classes.
Mhm.
Give yourself some downtime.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the next quadrant is what's urgent but not important.
Mhm.
And then it's what's important but not urgent.
Mhm.
And then what's not important and not urgent.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's social media. But before you're leading up to your concert, social media is going to be important. You want to
Yeah.
be posting. You want to show people what you're doing.
Mhm.
You want to show your life on campus
Yeah.
while you're doing your practicing and so forth.
Mhm.
So that's a little tip for you.
Yeah,
Do the
for
4
sure.
metrics.
Mhm.
You know what's important and what's urgent.
Yeah.
Focus on those, but give yourself break time.
Mhm.
So you want to give yourself 5 to 15 minutes of the non-important, not urgent ones to
Mhm.
debrief. Maybe go for a walk, smell the roses, because people tend to, when they have so much to do, that they don't breathe,
Yeah.
and that's why you have your stress. You don't
Mhm.
sleep at night, and you have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
We don't want that for you.
Mhm.
You are a new star.
Thank you.
So, tell us what we should be looking forward to on September 21st.
I want to say the usual, that you should come out to support me, which is obvious. But I want you to come out to experience something that you don't typically see in our community. I want you to be able to come out and enjoy music of the violin sort, but also to spend time and enjoy yourselves, not just to come to see me, but to come support me and to know what the journey is like, so that we can draw closer. I know that many people live far from the convention center, but the people that I see that come out every year, they're coming from Haiti, they're coming from Boston.
There's no excuse.
There's really no excuse, but I appreciate anyone and everyone coming out. It is an honor, a privilege, a blessing to be able to do this every single year, and I just want to be able to show what I'm capable of and growing every single year.
And is this a black tie event? Because I know the convention center, every time I've gone to the convention
Mhm.
center, it's been black tie.
Yes.
Okay.
Show up and show out.
So here's what I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Get your hair done. Guys, get your tape. Get your beard cleaned up. Put on your nice white shirt or whatever color you want to wear, but look clean. This is an opportunity for you to elevate yourself. Get dressed up. Get cute. Get sexy. Get fine. Go have a great time. If you can bring the children, I think that would be even better, because you want to show them that a young black girl right here in Palm Beach County in our backyard has elevated with a lot of hard work. How many hours of training?
A lot, too many.
With the support of her family and the community. Come out and support her. So Saturday, September 21st at the Convention Center, which is 650 Okeechobee Boulevard. Soon, very soon,
Very
you're going to be
soon.
seeing her big picture on the marquee. You can't miss it. Going west, going east, any direction, you're going to see her face on the marquee. She's going to be playing with an orchestra, and there's a pianist, you said?
Yes, a pianist with the orchestra as well.
Okay, so this is a grandiose opportunity. And for those of you who are not sure about the arts, I don't know too much about other than Dreyfus, because my younger son actually competed at Dreyfus.
Yes.
He ended up going to another school.
Mhm.
But the Arts Garage in Delray Beach, or Google it. There's a lot of local communities, centers that teach music, and especially during the summer. Summer's almost over.
Yes.
But Expose your child. You never know. They may not know that they like music. They may not know they like dance. They may not know they like theater and acting because they've never been exposed to it. But you can tell what they're interested in.
Yeah.
So I want you to look into your camera again. Tell the people a little bit more about what's going to happen on September 21st. What time, where, and the cost.
Okay. Concert information, everyone. My concert, the 10th annual concert will be held at the Palm Beach County Convention Center, 7:30 p.m. sharp. That does not mean 8 o'clock, people.
It's going to start with or without you.
Yes, it will. Be prompt, please. Doors open at 7. The tickets are $75, and children 12 and under are $45. The address is 650 Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33401. And you can buy tickets on eventbrite.com or www.blessviolin.com. You can also contact the numbers 561-424-6157. Again, that's 561-424-6157 and 561-299-7051. 561-299-7051. I think that's all of it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This was a special edition, and my guest is very special. She is Sarah Bazil, and she will be at the Convention Center on Saturday, September 21st. So you have plenty of time to buy your tickets on the website or Eventbrite and the 2 set of phone numbers that she's provided. Again, you're watching a special edition with Darlene Pierre Lewis. I am Darlene Pierre Lewis, and my guest was Sarah Bazil, the violinist.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Sarah, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great
Bye,
day.
everyone.
Have a great day on purpose.